Special greetings to everyone and all protocols duly observed. My name is Nchang Epse Sema Benis Chair. I am a Cameroonian. I present my 10 weeks experience as a summer fellow at the National Trust for Historic Preservation. A brief overview of the organization and my role. The National Trust for Historic Preservation is a private non-profit membership organization chartered by Congress in 1949 to preserve America's historic sites and tell the full American story. It offers leadership, education, and advocacy to save unique places while also providing resources to help communities grow economically and create a strong sense of civic identity. My role was to support the coordination of international and domestic U.S. communities of practice that are focused on reinterpreting historic sites around the Atlantic Ocean that were shaped by the global slave trade of African people. My internship objective was to help diverse American communities to tell their stories, heritage as a pillar of sustainable development, heritage in time of conflict and disaster, and war heritage management, to work alongside the National Trust Historic Site Department Director of Interpretation and Education on historic sites shaped by slavery, attend all rights and related meetings focusing on sharing best practices for landmark sites shaped by slavery that are seeking to welcome new and returning visitors while providing opportunities for critical educational experience, healing, and joy. Working on historic sites shaped by slavery and the slave trade in Washington, D.C., Virginia, and Maryland, which are diverse geographically, architecturally, and thematically, but all challenged by how to honestly and openly engage visitors with the history of slavery at the same time achieve revenue and visitation goals, was a great convergence platform for my professional goal where culture meets with diplomacy, providing an inclusive and non-political entry point to peace building. My key responsibilities included expand and improve the network database of international organizations, organize virtual meetings and workshops, research best practices and relevant histories, visit historic sites, leading experimental projects, and draft communications to members and stakeholders, coordinate meeting schedule, participate in interpretation training opportunities alongside heritage professionals, taking meeting notes, and facilitate group discussions. Some initiative I worked on, I contributed to the relaunch of virtual conversations on reinterpreting historic sites shaped by slavery, developing topics of discussion and formats that welcome new and returning visitors. The project aimed to provide opportunities for critical educational experiences, healing and joy, fostering a deeper understanding of the legacy of slavery and its ongoing impact on communities today. Some technical skills I acquired. I improved my skills in using Excel while updating database of historic sites, heritage institutions with histories shaped by the international slave trade. I also improved my skills in using Zoom and Microsoft Teams while scheduling virtual meetings. I improved my cross-cultural communication skills, which enable me to efficiently communicate across cultural boundaries to enhance professional relationships and facilitate global collaboration. I formed strong relationships with international colleagues and peers that will lead to lasting professional connections and opportunity. In problem-solving skills, critical thinking and adaptability was a skill I learned, analyzing complex issues and developing creative solutions, adjusting to new challenges and finding efficient ways to overcome obstacles. Some challenges and solutions. Uncertainties about tasks, responsibilities or goal, balancing multiple tasks, deadlines, and responsibilities, limited guidance or constructive feedback on performance where the challenges are faced. How I overcome these challenges. I regularly communicated with my supervisor, asked clarifying questions, and set clear objectives. I prioritize tasks, create a schedule, and use time tracking tools to stay organized. I proactively sought feedback. I had regular check-ins, especially on Tuesdays and Fridays, as I was open to constructive criticism. Being aware of these challenges and having strategies to overcome them, I maximized my experience and achieved my goal. Some achievements and impact. During my internship, I had the opportunity to visit 12 historic sites, including 6 national trust sites shaped by slavery. I conducted thorough assessment of each site and prepared detailed notes on how to narrate the stories in more inclusive ways. My goal was to provide recommendations that would promote healing, joy, and community engagement while also acknowledging complex and often painful histories associated with these sites. My work had a direct impact on the National Trust, providing valuable insights and recommendations for improving the storytelling and interpretation at sites shaped by slavery. By highlighting the importance of inclusive narration, I helped to inform the organization's approach to preserving and presenting these complex histories. My contribution will also support the National Trust in creating more engaging and meaningful experiences for visitors, while also promoting a deeper understanding of the past and its ongoing impact on communities today. Some lessons learned: the importance of collaboration and networking. Building relationship with colleagues, stakeholders, and community members is crucial for success in cultural heritage sector. Being able to adapt to change circumstances, priorities, and deadlines is essential for effective project management in the cultural heritage sectors. And these lessons apply to my career because I'm going to be applying them by fostering partnership with diverse stakeholders, including community groups, museums, and cultural institutions to promote cultural heritage preservation and promotion. Also by being responsive to changing community needs, priorities, and funding requirements, and by being able to adjust projects plan according to ensure successful project outcomes. Will also help me to develop the skills and knowledge needed to succeed in a career in cultural heritage, where collaboration, adaptability, effective project management are often essential. To conclude, during my 10 weeks internship with the National Trust sites shaped by slavery, I gained invaluable experience in cultural heritage preservation and community engagement. Visiting these 12 sites, preparing notes on inclusive narration, and developing skills in project management, research, and stakeholder engagement. This experience deepened my understanding of complexity of preserving sites with painful histories. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to World Heritage USA and the National Trust for the opportunity to intern with their esteemed organization. Your dedication to preserving America's cultural heritage is truly inspiring, and I am grateful for the experience and knowledge gained during my internship. Thank you for your support, guidance, and trust in me. I look forward to applying these lessons to my future endeavors in cultural heritage preservation. A few recommendations: establish a mentorship program that pairs interns with experienced staff members to provide guidance, support, and valuable industry insight. Clearly define project objective, expectations, and deliverables to ensure interns understand their role and responsibility. Provide interns with opportunity to network with professionals in the field, attend industry events, and participate in workshops or conferences. Some few suggestions to improve the support of interns: provide professional development opportunities such as training sessions or workshops, provide access to industry resources such as publications, webinars, or online courses, provide opportunities for interns to contribute to meaningful projects and initiatives. This is my final thought. As we reflect on legacy of slavery and its ongoing impact on communities today, let's consider the role that cultural heritage preservation can play in promoting healing, justice, and equity. I urge organizations and individuals to take action by prioritizing inclusive and nuanced storytelling, engaging with diverse stakeholders, and supporting initiatives that promote cultural heritage preservation as a tool for social change. By working together, we can create a more just and equitable future for all. I thank you for your kind attention.